welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Jessica. I'm a fairly new channel, so it'd be awesome if you like, comment, or subscribe if you enjoyed this video, if it helped you in any way. This is my 1 month Botox update. Just to refresh, what I had done was 2.5 units here, 2.5 units here, and then 5 units all across the forehead for a Botox brow lift. The Botox has settled in different ways over the past month. I definitely have noticed there's been some gradual changes in my muscle movement and really small changes in the way that the brow lift has taken effect. So it's pretty interesting. I mean, personally for myself, I feel like there's been like 3 different stages of the Botox settling and how my face reacted or looked, or how my muscles reacted and looked. And now that it's been about a month, I feel like things have really settled, and this is going to be kind of the final look. So in the beginning, around the first week of Botox, there was definitely way more tightness. Like I felt like so snatched, and I didn't have a lot of movement in my eyebrows or in my face, which I honestly kind of really liked that feeling. And I liked the look, to be honest. So I really liked the result from about like a week in. Then around the 2-week period, there was a little bit more like softening. I definitely felt a little bit more of a lift taking place. I noticed that my eyebrows on the corners were a little bit more upwards. They've since kind of like neutralized a little bit, but I definitely noticed some changes taking place around like week 2 and 3. And then now, you know, things have just kind of settled, and I definitely feel like I have movement in my eyebrows and my forehead. It's not like a free-for-all moving of my eyebrows. I can definitely feel a little bit of resistance. But I do have like all of my facial expressions, I'd say. I always kind of used to do the one eyebrow lift. My elementary teacher used to think it was hilarious. But I had a unibrow back then, so that's probably why. I also noticed not issues, but definitely just something to think about, where I feel like I got Botox here because I wanted an eyebrow lift, right? And then I got Botox here because I wanted smoothness of the forehead and to see if there could be a little lifting happening like this. And I feel like getting Botox here and getting Botox here kind of contradict the results. The Botox along the forehead, instead of causing a lift here, like in the center of my eyebrows, it caused a relaxation. So there was less tension for sure, but at the same time, it did relax this area. So I feel like this was like just slightly pushing down in some kind of way, not in like a very visible way. And then the eyebrows wanted to move upward, but they couldn't move too far up because there was this pushing down and this pushing up. So I felt like it was a little bit of a contradiction there. I'm not totally sure, like maybe that's in my head, but that's kind of what I felt happened. Like there's some canceling out when you go along the forehead and then you're trying to lift here. So I think next time I might do an isolated experiment where I'll go in, just get, you know, a refill of the lift, and then wait and see if that changes the result for a little bit more of a dramatic effect for the lift. And then if it does or doesn't, then I'll go back in for just kind of like the smoothing along the forehead and the relaxation here. I definitely have noticed that there was a big improvement in headaches and head tension. So as far as the brow lifting for the hooded eyes goes, I feel like I got a very little amount of Botox and my results are extremely subtle, but still noticeable and still visible a month later. So this is kind of it. This is the results. I'm not trying to lift. This is my face completely relaxed. I'll pull up my before picture so you can see, and I'll pull up my midway or my kind of immediate after picture, and then I'll go ahead and put an after, like 1 month after picture so you can see. And then obviously this is a video, so you can kind of see and tell if there's any lifting going on with my eyes or if it helped any hoodedness on my eyes. I personally think it helped very slightly, a very, very subtle result. I want to dabble a little bit more and see if I can get a little bit more of a dramatic look. Obviously I don't want it to look unnatural, but I might try a little bit more next time and just kind of see what happens. Initially, what I was hoping for with this Botox Brow Lift was kind of just a lift here and here, kind of like this, but I'm looking this way because that's where my monitor is, where I can see. So I was kind of hoping for this, but I don't think that it was able to deliver that much of a dramatic result. And apparently lifting this inner corner of the brow there, like lifting this, is not very easy to do with Botox. So my injector was honest with me and telling me that it's not really a guarantee that that can happen with Botox. So I don't know, I'm not really sure what up with that or the science behind that or why that is, or has to do with the kind of muscles that are in this placement. I think they're called like depressor muscles, or I don't know, there's different names for them, and how you inject them to relax them so that they can lift, or relax them so they can come down, etc., etc. Overall, I would still get a Botox brow lift again because I do see a slight improvement. I do also just kind of like the way that it makes me feel. Definitely less like tension, less headaches and stuff like that. So I feel better. You know, I don't see any like terrible side effects from this at all. So personally, I will go ahead and be getting a refill around my 3-month mark. And maybe I'll do an update then if I get a little bit more units, or if I try something else, or try to isolate Botox and where I'm getting it, and give you guys an update. So yeah, that's it. This is my 1-month review. If you haven't watched the first video, I highly recommend that you do that, just so you can kind of see the whole process and what happened and where they injected me and stuff. So yeah, that's it.